Miami has the Dolphins, the greatest football team. We take the ball from goal to goal like no one's ever seen. We're in the air, we're on the ground, we're always in control. And when
all right, as always, Dolphins number one, baby!
So fins up to all you guys. Thank you for doing
I just want everybody to remember, we may not always agree on everything Miami Dolphins, but there's one thing we do agree on, is we are all Dolphin fans.
Good morning, everyone, and happy Thursday. We're waiting for Steve Molloy to come in. Sorry about that banner there. Good morning once again. I'm Rob Mosley, a.k.a. Dolphins Thirsty. Just got off the phone with Steve. He will be hopefully going by 10:10 or so, and we should be up and rolling with him as he's out there in Houston. He says right now they're only doing punting drills, and it's on a field far away from where he is. So we're waiting for them to get on the field closer to him, and he's going to be giving us live reports and the Back It Up Ben's podcast. Good morning to you. Thank you for joining us here today, or me right now, but we will have Steve here in a few minutes, supposedly, if it all goes according to plan, when they get on the field closer to him. But reports from yesterday, there was mixed reports. Tua looked good in the red zone drills, but then in a couple of the other, like the 11-on-11 drills, he did throw a couple interceptions, but nothing to worry about at this time, because one of the interceptions was a design play where he had to throw it to a certain area, but by his own minute, he should have thrown it away. That I think they were trying to teach him that you can throw it away and it's okay, but he tried to make a play and it ended up being an interception. So little things like that came out yesterday. Jalen Phillips got stocked up from most of the local media that was reporting on the Dolphins yesterday that he was really dominating their offensive line. So that's some good news. And some of our receivers made some nice plays. So there is some good news coming out of there. So far, what I've seen, I haven't seen it too much on the two practices I went to live here in South Florida. It still looks like he's moving around the same. He's never been that super mobile quarterback, but I don't think it's limited him in any further capacity. Steve will be out there live today, like I say, so we can get some further reports along that way. So good question to back it up. But from what I noticed, it did not make a difference from when I've seen him out there in the two live practices I went. But then again, he's never been like a Josh Allen that's going to take it and go, but he does move around in the pocket the same, and so that's a positive thing. So another good question. So like I said, we're basically waiting for Steve Molloy, because that's the whole general thing of this show. We're going to do live updates from there. But if you guys have any other questions or give me your concerns that you've seen that makes you a little concerned, hey, Mr. Buffalo Bill fan, welcome into the show. And as I was just telling other people, we're just waiting for Steve to give us a live report from Houston as he's out there, but they're only doing punting drills right now. So, and it's on a field far away from where he is. But as I was saying, I think the Dolphins are about where we expect them to be. They're not going all out in the preseason. They've already got some guys banged up. Waddle's been banged up. They have other guys. Ramsey, unfortunately, he's more than banged up. He's out for a significant amount of time. So I think they're being cautious on playing time. Hopefully, by the regular season, September 10th opener, we're going to be up and rolling. That's when I would start being concerned if, we see same errant throws. Thank you, Ender. Thank you very much. I'm hoping I'm also going to be joined by Steve Molloy, who's another number one. But we are just here playing the waiting game. That's what happens when it's live reports. So what do you guys think of that first preseason game? It's almost none of our starters played. I don't think anyone's overly concerned that we look kind of this flat, lackluster. It's none of those guys that were playing starting. are going to be the huge contributors moving forward to this team. Other than Austin Jackson was out there, and he might be playing on the team a significant amount of time, and a couple other guys. A Chain looked really good. Before I forget him, Easy he looked really good, but Easy looked really good last preseason too, and then he only played in one regular season game. So hopefully that's not. But this year they haven't gotten involved in the running game. They're doing some extra stuff with them, so I'm excited to see what he can do to bring this team to further to a next level. Got to get above that 9-win season. It's not going to be the demise. He's actually out there. He's just not participating in the drills, Mr. Buffalo Bill fan. He is out there with the team, though, actually cheering them on, being there, but he's not participating in the drills because, I mean, in all honesty, he's being smart. He doesn't want to get hurt. So it's no big deal. Now, if it lingers into the season and he decides to hold out or something and not participate, then that could be a big situation. But I'm not worried about it at all right now. It's not at all, Mr. Buffalo Bills fan. I don't know. It's to me, it's not a big. I'm not worried about it. We'll see. Like I say, if it comes September 10th and he's not playing against the Chargers because he's upset, then yes, then it becomes a little more worrisome. So, that's how I look at it. But right now, there's like no issue at all. Yeah, the game on is boring. This game where the starters will likely get most snaps on this will say a lot. They will sit the starters in the next one. Agreed. Back it up, Bencast podcast. They will treat this one like they used to treat the third preseason game. But now there's only 3 preseason games. So now 2 becomes 3, and this will be the game that they will get their starters some reps just to get that rust out in live game action. And we'll see. If we don't do a nice drive to start off, then yeah, that'd be a little worrisome. But again, it's preseason. It's very vanilla offense. You're not going to go out there and sell your hand. I was actually surprised they showed the easy runs, that we had that in our playbook, but I guess it, in one way, it does give teams something to think about, like, oh, they could break him out, but then, so I guess that's why maybe they did it, but it does show he can be a threat running the ball, not just catching it as a receiver. It was good that he didn't need to probably keep it apart. Extension. If he was that good, he didn't need to practice. He would have already had an extension. Yes. Of course, it'd be better if he was out there practicing and with the team, but he is out there at least. And if he was holding out, then that's a big difference. And there's more turmoil. I'm not worried about it. And believe me, he is good, man. He is good. I know as a Buffalo Bill fan, you don't like it that your quarterback doesn't like him and all that good stuff and whines about him. But hey, it's all good. He's good. He's a motivator on the team, and he helps out a lot. So I want him signed to a long-term deal, and hopefully it comes sooner than later to put any little distraction out of the way. Let's see. I just got a notification on my phone. Let me see if it's Steve. Oh no, he's just saying they're still doing punting drills. Honestly, no. Hey, I know. Hey, you're right, man. My Sox took a tough loss last night against. They need to be beating teams like the Nationals, but you know what? It's okay. I wasn't expecting them to be much this year. How they set up the team, so we will see how it plays out. For them to even be in contention for the final wild card spot is decent. I know that's lower than what we normally want as a Red Sox fan. We've been spoiled, but your Orioles are set up for years to come. But anyway, back to football. He doesn't get fined. Wilderness and that's not true, Mister. He's all about the team. If you watch the game, he's all about the team. He goes out there, he runs down the field, and the offense scores a touchdown, and he motivates them. He shows up to all the off-season activities like the cancer walk, the fishing, off-season fishing that for charity. He's always out there working in the community here locally. So he's always out there. He's very much about the team. But yes, of course, he wants to be paid like all these players want to be paid. They got a short-lived career. Make that money while you can. And because, You never know when you're going to get hurt, and then no team's going to give you that long-term deal. So it is what it is. It's a business. As much as we love it as fans, and we root for our players and our team. At the end of the day, it is a business. They're not giving us tickets to go to the games for free. They're not charging the advertisers zero money to have their commercials seen on TV. And at the end of the day, it's a business. Wilkins needs to get his share of it. Hey, that was just like a line from like the running back from the Seahawks did basically a few years ago. Wilkins is fine, man. I know you wanted to rum it all up, but at least our defensive coordinator didn't get scared and quit in the middle of his career and walk away. So it's all good. Oh man. So as we wait for Steve, I'm about to send him a text and see where he's at, because he said 10:10 he was going to be in here. So I guess I give him a couple more minutes. But yeah, back it up, Ben's podcast. When you said that game one was boring, yes, indeed, it was boring. But again, we didn't have any of the starters going, so it's to be expected. Oh, Mr. Ben, Mr. I like you, but you're crazy. You're coming into a Dolphins thing talking about the Dolphins, and you're accusing me of trolling. That is classic for sure. That's you're trolling that's saying I'm trolling. That is funny. Yes, I agree. Preseason is bad. I don't mind some spring training baseball, but preseason football is a whole different. It's just bad. I agree with you. So I agree 100% with you on that. I don't know who you're saying. Oh, okay. This is all I have typed is I hit the spin trying to put on his price. Listen, it's all good, my friend. It's all good. I understand what you're saying, that Dolphin fans and all of that, but I'm not worried. Come September 10th. I love it. Hey, so DG likes the reason because you do. I mean, there is that level. You are right, DG Live. You are excellent. And make sure you guys check out his channel. He has an extra E on his name here, but he's GG Live, and the extra E for excellent at the end of live. He has a great channel. And he does bring up a good point. You do find new talent. But yes, the games themselves are boring. But like seeing A-Chain play and and the Aubrey Millage of the world and stuff like that. See Cam Smith stand up and play. Unfortunately, got a little banged up, but yeah, there's some. But the games themselves, yeah, it's not much to talk about. But for guys like DG Live and all those guys that love to see the youth out there, yes, I do stand corrected. There are some positives to it, especially on the Dolphins who are hoping to have a good season. You need to find some extra little depth pieces to help the team. So GG Live, I can send you a link if you want to come. We're waiting for Steve. I know you're probably working, DG, but we're waiting for Steve. He's gonna give us live reports. So that's all we're basically. The whole show is based on Steve being here, and here I'm gonna give him a ring here. See, so he can drop in. I'm sending him a text. Make it easier. Oh wow, man! Yeah, that was. I remember like the Dolphins. They went 3-3. They went 3-3 in the perfect season preseason. So yeah, I remember hearing them. But from when I remember starting watching football, like up until recently, it was the 4 games. That's what I remember, the 4 games. And once in a while to be a 5th game if you played like in the Hall of Fame Bowl or one of those like preseason games that they would have. Hey, no problem, George, Mr. GG, DG Live, Dolphins game, basically, guys. That's what it is. He's a Dolphins game. Really good plays. Please check him out. But I just sent Steve a text. Let's see if he has any updates from there. He's trying to come in, but the internet's slow. So hey, that's what happens during live stuff here. So we will see. Hopefully he gets in. But anyway, this will be a short show if he doesn't come in. If he's able to get in, we will go because I had no script, nothing to plan. Didn't do it my normal research on who's stocked up, stocked down. I did see Jalen Phillips stocked up, and they gave Connor Williams stocked down. Those are the only two that pop out in my mind that I remember from yesterday's practice. And the reason they gave Connor Williams a stock down report was that he was getting pushed back a couple of times, and one of the times he got pushed back, he actually tackled the guy. Basically, would have been a holding penalty, and the inner pocket would have collapsed. But then on the flip side, when they said stock down, they did say he was much better in run blocking drills, that he opened up holes and created good stuff like that. So at least there was something. Jalen Phillips got to stock up because, Andrew Van Ginkel, he also got to stock up. That's who I remember also all of a sudden it popped up there. They said that Andrew Van Ginkel was looking sharp, that he was always around the ball, making plays, and seems to have a nose for the ball. And so he got to stock up, as did Jalen Phillips, who would have been credited. They don't get sacks really in these things, so it's hard to really say it's a sack because the quarterback could have broken a tackle or scrambled, but they credit him with 2 sacks and a whole bunch of pressures. It may have been 3 sacks, 2 or 3 sacks, and a whole bunch of pressures. So that's a good report. We will see. I'm going to see. I know Bobby's working too. I'm going to reach out maybe to see if Bobby's listening. He can come in here and save me. So if I'm flying solo, come on, Steve, get in that internet. They're all waiting for reports from Houston. I know other people were out there yesterday, and they did report too that they had some slow internet connections. I guess everyone's out there trying, all in one group, all trying to get on the, getting on the internet. Everyone's hogging up that data network space, I guess, out there trying to give their other people that out there yesterday. Back to that, Mike Brown, who's on the Spins Talk Sports Network, he said there was a lot of Dolphin fans out there. He went yesterday, and he said there was a lot of Miami Dolphins fans out there. So that's always good to see the Dolphins repping all across the nation. So he said it was almost as, he said, of course, it was probably a little more Texans fans, but there was a lot of Dolphin fans that they definitely were not outnumbered by big numbers out there. I'm going to send Steve another text. Hey, all right. I don't know. Yeah, maybe he has a better internet phone provider than our guy Steve. So TD Fins Talk out there, guys. If you want to maybe see something live, but Steve will be in here in a few minutes. I have faith. All right, let's see. All right, I just sent him another text. I'm dying here out now. I'm going to send Bobby. Come on, Bobby. Let's see. Common. But anyway, so come on, guys, help me out here. I'm waiting for my buddy Steve to save me because I was supposed to just be hosting this show today, and he was going to do all the stuff, but he can't. All right, good. Bobby's going to come in, so that's good. He's going to help me out because he's going to come in here in a minute and help me out because, like I said, I really didn't do anything. Let's see, that's going to be Steve. Well, all right, he's going to come in. Well, he's busy, but he's going to become. So he's going to come in. He's out there doing stuff too, like we all do during this time of day. But we will hopefully get reports from Steve here soon enough. What I like so far about this Dolphins season is that, we are, I don't know. Well, I don't even know what I like so far because there are some reports I don't like, but I do like that Tua's bulked up as the Pack It Up Binge podcast. He's taking steps to avoid, hopefully, injuries. Yes, I know the whole martial arts thing might be overblown and stealing to some, but at least it's a step. Anything to keep him upright because the Dolphins really, really need him to stay upright to have any success out there. So, that's good that he's doing that. I would like to see him play this week in the preseason game, get some reps with his starters out there. Only one I really don't need to see probably is Armstead because of his history of getting hurt. But at the same time, do you really want Tua out there without all your starters on the offensive line for a couple of series? Because you want to make sure when we roll into, I almost said San Diego, when we roll into Los Angeles, we are good to go with a full squad of offensive talent to be able to beat Justin Herbert and such. So I agree. You need to wrap them in a bubble. But I agree on that, but you also want to see them get some live game action because Patrick Mahomes played in the first, preseason game. So if he, I'd say just roll them out and get a little bit of rust off. If you have a successful drive on the first drive and you go down there and you get some points, get them out. We've seen what we want to see, and then you get ready for the regular season come September 10th out there in Los Angeles, California, way on the other side of the coast, which is a good thing, though, because then that West Coast trip's out of the way to start. Oh, Steve, man, you're saving me, Steve. Thank you.
Hey, how's it going? I can hardly hear you, but I'm going to try my best.
All right, tell us what you've seen.
Well, right now, the Dolphins and the Texans on the other side, the other field.
Right.
I see some of the Texans. They're approaching the field where I'm at right now. They're just doing some stretching, that kind of stuff, loosening up. Dolphins doing the same on the other side of the field right now. So they should be starting scrimmages here hopefully soon. But a lot of people here, a lot of Dolphin fans.
That's
good stuff, man. Excited.
Well, Bobby just joined us. I was swimming solo for a long time, and I was like, "Oh no, this is not what I had planned." But now Bobby's in here, so I've been saved a little bit.
You're breaking up. I can't hear you, Rob.
Okay. Well, we can hear you. Can you hear me, Bobby?
I hear you good, man. I hear you good.
Okay.
So I got Bobby loud and clear.
Okay. Well, he hears me.
How you doing,
too,
Bobby?
So.
What's going on, Steve? How you doing over there, man?
I'm doing great, brother. Doing great. I'll try to show you some action over here.
Yeah. You don't see much. Don't see him. It's like an empty field.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
It's all good. It's all good. Go based off what you're seeing.
Yeah.
That's all right. I'm here. That's all that counts.
Yeah. No. So do you see any fellow Dolphin fans that you knew out there?
What's that?
Do you see anyone that you know out there? Any Dolphin fans? Any of the Dolphin fans that you know out there?
No, I haven't seen any of them. I'm sitting in the bleacher section. I don't know. I haven't seen any of the other contact creators or anything. I was looking for them, but I haven't seen anybody yet.
Hey, Papa Paul. Welcome, man. Welcome. So, yeah, Steve's having a hard time hearing me. He hears too, though, Bobby, but he's having a hard time hearing me, so I don't know.
I know he disappeared. He fell off there. Yeah. There he is. Anyway.
Yeah.
But, Steve, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So, you're going to attend the game on Saturday, is that right?
That is correct. I'll be at the game on Saturday.
So, okay, you're at practice today. You're at training camp watching the joint practices. You're going to go to the game. Let me ask you, okay, before you went to camp today, what were you most looking forward to seeing today that you hope to see at the game 2?
What was I looking forward to in training camp today?
Yeah, what are you looking forward to seeing?
I look forward to seeing this offense playing better than average. Right now, they're playing average. Tua is still struggling. All three of our quarterbacks are still struggling. The O-line still has issues. So that's what I'm looking for. That's my main concern. I think that Vic Fangio is going to have this defense straight. I really do. So I'm not too concerned about the defense, but the offense is really concerning right now for me.
Okay. Well, hey, good. And thank you guys for joining me, man, because I went like the first 20 minutes by myself. So it's good. Good to see
Well,
two faces come in here. But anyway, guys, now that we got some people in here, make sure you like and subscribe no matter where you're watching us today, and flip over to the other one, wherever you're watching us. Like and subscribe and give us that thumbs up, guys. We're out here doing our best. He's out there.
Yeah,
They keep
yeah,
having
absolutely, guys. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining. This is my first time doing a live practice, so bear with me. I'll do my best.
Hey, you're doing fine, man. You're doing fine now that you're here. I was getting worried, and you said your internet was
Yeah.
slow and you couldn't get online. I was getting a little worried. So that's good.
Yeah, well, you better thank my wife because she's the one that she texted me and said, "Turn your mobile app off."
Well, yeah.
So that's what I did,
good.
and that's how I was able to go live. So thank her.
Well, I think Bobby froze
Thank
up
my-
now. So
That's fine. That's okay. I see the Texans are running across the field right now, or to the other side of the goal line.
yeah, that's cool. Let's see.
But yeah, I'm surprised by I'm seeing a lot of Miami Dolphins fans. I really am.
Yeah, no, that's what Mike said. There was a lot of Dolphin fans out there yesterday. So
Yeah, I met my friend here, Chris. How you doing, Chris? He's talking on the phone right now.
everyone's talking about the Dolphins. So you're under shade, it looks like, at least. So just like Miami Dolphins training facility, they got some shade for the fans.
Yeah.
And that's good. Because
It's
I
a
know
nice
some people
facility here.
yeah. How close are you to living there? You close? It's like a 30-minute drive from your house?
Yeah, about 30 minutes. A lot of traffic getting here. I was worried, man. I was stuck in traffic for about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So, but I got here on time.
It's all good. Let's see. That might be.
I got some good seats underneath the covering here. Actually, it's pretty cool under here. A lot of shade. It's about 85 degrees this morning, so it's not too bad.
Hey, I'm going to drop the link in case people want to join us. So, where are they right now? They're all the way on
just going through some drills right now.
They're on the opposite side of the field from you. You can't see them that close.
No, I can't see the Dolphins right now. I have got a lot of stuff in front where I really can't see. But I mean, hopefully they'll have a scrimmage. Well, I'm sure they will have a scrimmage right here in front. Then I don't know if it's going to be the defense or offense, but we'll see.
Yeah. No, hopefully you're going to see. If you have to drop out for whatever reason and then come back, that's fine. If you want to save your phone or whatever, but just let me know. So, all right. You can hear me?
Yeah, barely. The speaker's right directly in front of me.
Okay, no wonder. So I would try to, my family says I'm a loud guy anyway, so I'm trying not to be too loud. But
I'll try to get up and try to walk around a little bit if I can in a few minutes.
Is there a place that you can walk around there, like Mike said, or is that another section? Because Mike Brown was saying there was a place he was walking around, standing room. Is that where he was, or do you know? I don't know, because I see hopefully, like I say, that you get them closer to you here in a minute. Hey, I like your shirt, Steve.
Thank you. I put it on because I wanted to look official today.
Yeah. Hey, guys, I dropped the link if any of you guys want to join and comment while we're trying to do this live show. It's not always, technology doesn't always cooperate, but at least Steve got in there and his wife told him how to get in there and he's in there. So that is good. So what are they doing right now? Are they? I know you said they did punting drills earlier.
What's that?
You said they did punting drills already, right?
You're breaking up.
They did punting drills already.
Yeah, they did some punting drills. They used the punting machine while the punter kicked back.
Yeah,
That was pretty funny.
yeah, that is. That's cool stuff. So anyway, guys, if you're in here, hey, Papa Paul. Hey, Papa Paul, let me get that out of your face there. Let's see. There we go.
So right now, looks like on both sides of the field, the Dolphins are going through their one-on-ones, and they got some offensive line work going on. A little bit of everything going on right now. For each
Are they the real closest to you, or are they still far away from you?
Nah, they're still far away. Here comes another unit from the Houston Texans. Dolphins are still on the other side of the field right now.
I'll be right back.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna break off right now, and then I'll come back in when the Dolphins or the scrimmage gets started.
All right, Steve.
Will that work?
Yep, that works.
Will that work?
Yep, that works. Yeah.
So I'll go ahead and leave. And then come back in when they start the scrimmage. And if anybody, Rob, has any questions, just relay them questions to me, and I'll try to answer them to my best of ability.
All right, Steve. See you in a little while.
All right.
All right, guys. That's him. Like I said, just remember, keep in mind some issues there. And hey, Paul, good to see you 2 days in a row, man. So
what's going
how
on?
are you?
Yeah, I've been flipping back and forth actually between you and clock blockers.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, he's having a little more. I don't know. Maybe they got a better connection. Steve says he's having a hard time staying connected. So I don't know. So what are they reporting more or less the same thing, that they're on the other field and whatnot?
Right now there's someone showing a video of what's going on out there.
Okay. Yeah. I would try to get.
I only have you on, so I don't know what's being said or anything, but it's all, a lot of it depends on the network of,
Yeah.
I don't know what phone service works best out there. When I was out there in that area, AT&T was one of the best ones.
Oh, okay. Oh, you lived out there, or you just visited?
No, I lived out there for 8 years, just northwest of, about an hour outside of Houston.
Are you from Florida?
Yeah, I grew up in Florida from the time I was 9.
Yes, I figured, because you said you've been a lifelong Dolphin fan, so I was wondering if you had. So that's cool. Because I know now you're on the west coast of Florida, but last night you said, even though you're closer to Jacksonville and Tampa. Oh.
Hold on.
Hey, I like your ring.
Hello.
Hey guys. Anyway, so as you can see, we got Papa Paul in here. We will be having Bobby again, and we will have live reports from Steve sooner than later, and keeping us updated. He's just waiting for, as you heard, for them to get closer to us, and that
I understand that. It's an important part of the year, time of the year, though. Yeah.
So it's all good, guys. We are really going to have some good Miami Dolphins talk.
Okay.
So, guys,
from where?
I don't know how you guys became Dolphin fans while we're waiting for Steve to come back in here. It will be good stuff. We will have more reports coming from Houston soon. Bobby will be here before we know it, and we will be able to talk more Miami Dolphins talk. Like I said, the whole premise of the show today was when I was supposed to be producing it. Steve is going to be giving reports, and I was just going to be doing things in the background and commenting from time to time. But as they say, sometimes the plan goes to heck, and it went to heck. So it's all good. I don't mind talking Miami Dolphins. So, guys, give me some to talk about. Who are you liking that you've seen in preseason so far, or reports from camp? Are you happy that? Do you think Jalen Phillips? I know if Scotty was in here, he's a big Jalen Phillips fan. He'd be saying 15 for 15. And are you guys worried about Tua's lack of really kicking butt so far? Or are you just saying it's preseason? They got to get this stuff out of the way and they're going to be fine moving forward? Or are you saying, oh man, he can't be throwing those interceptions like that and whatever? I'm of the elk that it's just preseason. They're messing around. Paul pointed to last night, he believes the same thing. They just mess around with plans that they may not even do or they may do. That's why they do them in preseason and these practice drills to say, oh, that works, or we better scratch that from the old playbook. So, and you got to know what Tua does well. And I think that's what they're trying to see, what he does well.
I'd rather see all the mistakes now instead of in regular season.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I think that's why he threw that pass yesterday. He knew he probably shouldn't have thrown that pass that closed out the practice yesterday. He said he shouldn't have thrown it. I think the whole point of that was that they wanted him to throw it away, and he didn't. Because they were saying, look, this is what not to do, basically. He went and basically Stu tried. That's the one thing about Tua. Sometimes he always tries to make a play no matter what, and sometimes it comes as a detriment. Because that whole play in Cincinnati, when he got hurt in Cincinnati, if he would have just given up on that play, he would have been lived to see another day. But he ran right back into the danger zone and got himself tackled and concussed, and it kind of got our whole season off course. So
yeah, hopefully he can break his habit of that and throw it away like he should.
Yeah, no, this isn't. I mean, worst thing is you got a punt, and it's just that's it. You come back the next series and you get them the next series because in the NFL you're not going to make something out of nothing all the time. Like I said, I think some of these guys coming from the big Alabama where they play, they play some good competition, of course, in Alabama. I'm not saying they play always the sisters of the poor, but some weeks they just play a team that they're far superior to. In the NFL, that's not going to happen. You're just going to have top-notch competition week in and week out. I mean, yeah, you're going to be better than some teams, but it's still a much thinner line from, than there is in college. So he has to get over that. Like he can make a play every single play that he drops back. So that's his biggest thing. So, I mean, you hate to take that competitor out of him, but at the same time, you have to reel it in a little bit just because sometimes just eat it, throw it away, and,
He's going to be a lot more competitive if he can just learn when to hold it, when to throw it away.
Right.
That'll make him a better quarterback all in all.
Yeah, no, I agree. And that's what I'm hoping for 100%. That's what I'm hoping for because that's like one knock and obviously his injury, but some of that goes hand in hand, the injury and holding on to the ball too long. They're all wrapped up. So if he can stay healthy, overcome that, I think we're fine with him. I know we as Dolphin fans are spoiled at the quarterback position that are of your age and my age because we got to see the whole Dan Marino era. We're never going to have that again. It's just that was like our once in a lifetime. Yeah, he never won a Super Bowl, unfortunately, but we got spoiled with that style of quarterback. And, they don't grow on trees, as the Dolphins have proven, as we've had like 10,000 quarterbacks since Marino's left. We haven't had that one guy just come claim it. Tannehill had a few years. Now Tua's had a few years, but there's been a lot of stop gaps in between.
I'm a little bit. As far as I'm concerned, this should technically be Tannehill or Tua's third year.
Yes, I'm in the 100%.
The first year, I don't even count the first year because the coach was actually trying to, I think, get him hurt again or something to get him off the team.
Yeah. No, I agree. He just messed with him that first year, but yank him one couple bad passes. Once he decided to go with him, you go with him. You don't just start yanking him because he has a couple bad series because that sets your confidence and everything way off.
Yeah. And, it's like I shared the article that was about McDaniel and Fangio geniuses and stuff. And there's one comment which I laugh at. The guy's talking about Fangio was fired from Denver. McDaniel hasn't even won a playoff game, and you're calling them geniuses. Well, how many truly first-time head coaches have won a playoff game?
Yeah. No,
I don't know. Very few, if any. I don't recall, but I mean, you don't hear about it.
Yeah. No, not especially. It's not too common, that's for sure. The Dolphins have had some coaches get there, like you say, and get to the playoffs and lose, but very seldom do they come in. And then sometimes when a coach does come in, it's they've already had experience as a head coach somewhere else. Like I think Gruden had been out with the Raiders, went to Tampa, and they won there, right away. But he's already had that experience of being a head coach. So,
and Gruden did not win the Super Bowl with his team. He won it with Tony Dungy's team.
Yeah, no, he did. You're right. He did. So it's like you said, it's very hard to come back and, be a rookie head coach for the first time in the NFL and not only get to have enough of a winning season to get to the playoff, then to win a playoff game. And let's face it, by the time we hobbled into Buffalo, we were not the Dolphins team that we had started the season as. We didn't have our quarterback. We did not have him, and Mozart was banged up, and we had some other guys sitting out. So when you go in with your third string quarterback and you play Buffalo to a field goal difference game, that's pretty good coaching in my book. He did mess up in that game at the end where we screwed up the time slot. So,
yeah,
that's all that. Well, we got Anthony coming in here. So
okay.
I'm going to have to change up the screen here.
Hey, fellas.
How's it going?
Yeah. No, you guys are talking about Super Bowl coaches who won the Super Bowl because of other teams. People give credit to Belichick his first few years in New England for winning the Super Bowl, but people forget Parcells built those teams. If it wasn't for Parcells, he wouldn't have those first 3 Super Bowls in his career and stuff like that. Like people always give credit to Belichick, but they forget that Parcells built those playoff teams before he left New England.
Yeah. No, you're right. I know you're no Belichick fan, but I'm not a Belichick fan either. But the man has won a lot of Super Bowls, unfortunately for us as Dolphin fans. But you're right.
No, the first 4 years of his career, half of those teams were Parcells.
No, I know they come in and win.
Paul, you agree?
Yeah. Oh, I agree. It's
revisionist histories by Patriots fans it's revisionist history. They refuse to admit that those playoff teams, the first 4 years, I think first 5 years were all Parcells players, not Belichick and stuff like that. It's revisionist histories by Patriots fans giving credit. I understand he took those teams to the Super Bowl, but they act like he built those teams and stuff like that.
Hold on, Anthony. We got Steve. Hey, Steve. How are you?
Hey, Steve.
Hey, guys. We got the Dolphins defense on this side of the field. Right now, they're doing some, looks like 7-on-7.
All right. Well, keep us updated.
Maybe I'm wrong. Hold on. No, 1-on-1s. I'm sorry. You got the offense over here too. C.J. Stroud and Miami's cornerbacks and safeties. Christian Wilkins. I saw Christian Wilkins out here. I don't think he's still holding in. It looks like.
Yeah. Hey, but like you said, at least he's out there, so that's good.
Yeah, he's out here.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that was a good one. One of our Dolphins just won the battle.
All right.
That was Sealer, Zach Sealer, man. He dominated that offensive tackle for Oilers. I mean Oilers.
I know what you mean, Texans. You're like me, Steve. I do think Houston at the Oilers. I do think San Diego Chargers. So don't worry, man. So, but
I'm gonna
It's
go over
so
here.
it's
I'm
kind
gonna
of
look at
honestly, it's kind of odd to to me. I have that issue too. Like I call the Chargers San Diego, not Los Angeles. They're a
I know.
guest in that stadium. They're not, they're not really a team. They're not the home team.
Oh,
Neither are the Rams.
wait, hold on. Wait, yeah, I agree. What happened there, Steve? What?
one of our defensive backs got beat bad. The throw was kind of high, but he caught it, but then he dropped it as he was going down.
Oh, okay.
It was tight coverage. But I mean, he just outfought him for the ball.
Is it
Oh,
one
he
of our
didn't
rookies?
No, I don't know. I couldn't see the number.
No.
All right, here we go.
There's hope is not back.
Yeah, I know. I hear all the noises going. Yep.
I'm gonna let you talk to Chris here real quick. Ask him what he thinks. Chris, how you doing, brother? What do you think is? How do you like it over here?
Oh, it's nice. Yeah, it's defense is looking all right so far. So it's exciting to watch the guys do practice.
Okay,
Thanks,
cool,
Chris.
man. Thank
Appreciate
you for the update, Chris.
Yeah, that's Chris. Yeah, Chris, another Dolphin fan.
Hey, I see that. So now that's cool. So, and there's a lot of oohs and ahs. So I guess I'm assuming most of the oohs are like for the Houston fans.
Oh my Lord! That was
Steve.
a really good pass by Mills.
Yeah, okay.
Oh no! Oh man! Stroud just do a nice dime.
Oh no, man! I don't want to hear a good thing about Houston.
Well, because all I see is the oh my gosh! Diving catch by one of the Houston guys on our, but it's tight coverage, but you can't stop that. It's a good catch.
Yeah.
Those one-on-one battles, they're hard to, the defense has the disadvantage.
Yeah, no, it's
they really
tough.
do.
Can your phone see?
I'm not real concerned about the one-on-one battles. I want to see them. I want to see the scrimmage. When they collectively play together.
Yeah. So,
David Long, I see David Long, number 51 out here. Man, he's a little guy, man. I thought he was bigger. He's a little guy.
Huh. Well, he's fast and he's been all around the field.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, he does. He looks very quick out here. Very quick, very fluid when he runs.
Yeah. Can you show us, or we can't see the field from where you are?
I don't know how to turn this. If I turn it around, let me know if you see it.
All right. Well, yeah, we see it. We're not super close, but yes, we see it. We see people out there. Oh, they have a nice indoor facility too. It looks like a nice big indoor facility.
There's Kristen Wilkins, number 94.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, no. Yeah,
All right, we're getting ready for some action.
Yeah. But we can see it. But yeah, it looks like a nice clear day out there in Houston.
Oh, it's clear skies. The skies are blue. It's about 88 degrees right now. Looks like they're getting ready to scrimmage, guys. Just a second.
All right.
But
hopefully they do that on the field closest to you.
Wait a minute. Let's see what's going on here. Huh?
Special teams, I think.
Special teams. Special teams drills. That's what's going on now.
All right. So, hey, Paul, so are you going to go to the practice, you said, when it's back in Miami?
Yeah, next week there's 2 open practices for the fans on, I think it's Wednesday and Thursday.
Right, and I think that's it, right? Those are the last 2?
That's the last 2. And then Saturday I'll be driving home from there. The practice is on Thursday afternoon. And then Saturday morning, about late morning, I'll drive over right afternoon probably.
What if they let you go stand up?
I'll drive over to Jacksonville and be at the game there.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. I know you said you've never been to another.
Sorry, guys, I dropped my phone.
Yeah, you're upside down. There you go. Yeah. so,
Oh,
I,
they're
I would
doing
like to
actual
get to
kick.
a
They
road.
kicked the
I've
ball
been to
off.
one road. I went to the Dolphins kickoff
They're actually running the ball. Oh yeah.
one time in the preseason, but
The,
like
uh,
you,
the
yeah. So what are they doing? He's breaking up. So yeah, like you, I haven't been to many road games. I know that Bob's been.
oh
When
yeah,
he goes to the
yeah. There he
mall, I'm
is.
like, man, he's getting all over. Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
All
they
right, Steve.
Texans kicked the ball off. Miami returned it to about the I don't know 20, 25-yard line.
Okay.
Who was the
Here we
returner?
go. They're gonna kick it again. They're gonna do another kickoff.
Who's returning from Miami?
Let's see who's back there. I'm trying to see who's back there.
Is it A Chain?
Yeah, right now it looks like A-Chain is back there right now.
Okay.
Here we go. Ball's up in the air. A-Chain's got it. Oh man, nice move. He would have got tackled. About a 20, 22-yard kickoff return.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, you can tell he's shifty and fast for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. It is a cool hat. I was gonna say that last night. It's a cool hat. Oh,
Yeah,
well, we just lost them, so that's fine.
it's one of the newer crucial catch
They
hats.
got some. They have some one-on-one offense. Our defense against their offensive linemen. Oh wait a minute. What's? Oh okay. I thought Christian Wilkins was getting ready to put his helmet on. He's in the thick of everything, man. Right after the guy made a nice. He penetrated the offensive lineman pretty good, and Christian Wilkins went up to him and patted him on the head, man. Showing his love.
Yeah. It's all good, man. It's like I say, to me, the hold in's not bad. It's not bad at all because, like you said, Paul, last minute, he could have just walked out. Yes, he'd be getting fined, so he's there, so he doesn't get fined, basically. But at least he's there. He's out there, and a lot of the guys wouldn't care about the fine. So I'm happy he's there at least. So
Yeah, he's
that's
staying involved, man. He's himself, man. He's cheering the team on, man.
Yeah. So how close are they to you? Because the Dolphins, when they're like on the field close, is it real close? Because it's hard to tell on the camera. But are you real close, Steve, to the action? No, I don't think you can hear me. Because Paul, I love our practice facility because when you're there, man, I would think, can you see? Are they real close? Are the fields close to you?
You're breaking up, Rob.
Okay. All right. Oh well, Paul. But Paul, like when we're out there in the Dolphin facility, it's like really nice. You're close to the field. I like it. When they're on the field. Of course, when they're on the field farther from you, closer to their indoor facility, that's a different story.
You're still not bad. I mean, they're just looking at the comfort for their fans, really, with the way it's set up.
Yeah, no, I know. I like it, man. So no, I like it a lot. Our facility. Oh, he fell out. Obviously, bad connection out there. So I would ask him when he comes back what his service is. I'm T-Mobile here and where I live in South Florida, and I have no issues. Sometimes when we were traveling in the Carolinas, it was weak. I don't know if it would have been the same because in those mountains, almost any of the providers you may lose. Yeah.
When we first moved to Texas, that was around 16 years ago. We went with AT&T because that's what my boss had, and he was going to pay for the coverage.
Oh, okay.
And we had great service, and we lived out in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, wow.
When we came back to Florida, I went to Verizon because I couldn't even get a call with AT&T inside the Home Depot where I was working when I came back to Florida.
Oh, wow. That's strange.
And then with Verizon for a while, with Verizon when I had my business, and it was little over 2 years ago, we switched to AT&T because we tried T-Mobile, and it
Right.
just was sucky around here. Because
Wow.
Verizon, we couldn't get Verizon in our own home hardly. Go
Wow,
outside,
that's weird.
you could pick it up, but we live in the sticks up here too.
Oh, okay.
And T-Mobile wasn't any better, and we tried AT&T again. We could sit in the house, no problem, getting service and all that. And I've had
Okay,
no
so
problem with AT&T anywhere throughout the state of Florida.
okay, yeah, AT&T is probably good. I've never had AT&T. I'm okay where I am, but I'm in the heart of South Florida, so T-Mobile's fine. But yeah, and when I go up to Gainesville, T-Mobile's fine. But when I went to my buddy in like Fort White, they call it, and like Highland Springs or whatever they call it, High Springs, then it's a little. I lose my Verizon. I mean my T-Mobile. But other than that, I'm good. But anyway, Bobby's going to be coming here in a minute, and hopefully Steve comes back. It's like he lost us here, so I'm happy with your outlook. I said we're basically in the same ballpark because I said 11 wins, you said 12 wins, and I stuck with my 11 wins, even though we lost.
Well, I do believe there's a possibility for more, but the worst case outcome for me is going to be 12-5.
Wow, that's really great because my bottom floor is 10 double-digit wins for the Dolphins. Is my bottom floor, so you're a little higher. And I went with 11, but I think we couldn't even get more than the 11. So,
and I really do feel out of the first 6 games of the season, our worst take is going to be 5-1. We could be 6-0.
If we beat Buffalo in Buffalo as one of those victories, if we're that'd be good.
Well, I think that's going to be one of the tough games, that one and the San Diego Chargers. But I do believe in the first 4 games, our defense is going to come out there and really make a statement of who we are.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be great if they can, because that's what we need. We haven't been like a statement of what kind of football team is like, it's just the past few years. It's like, oh, are we a defensive team? Are we an offensive team? Or are we a run team, a pass team? So, yes.
Yeah, something that came up last night. I mean, you got to remember, we were a top 15 defense last year. And people are saying our defense sucks. And I don't know what they're watching, what they're seeing, But we've improved on our defense, not only just with the defensive coach, but other ways. And people are like, Jalen Ramsey got hurt. We're done for it. We didn't have him last year.
Yeah.
But we only averaged, score-wise, 22.5 points a game. We need to average more than that.
Yeah, no, and be more consistent.
Oh, no. Excuse me. I'm back. We average a little over 23, 24 points a game. Our defense only allowed 22.5 points a game.
Yeah, so that's a thin line.
And that's why we had the losses we had. But if you take away that Baltimore game, our 23, 24-point average is probably going to go down to 20-point or less average.
Right. No, yeah, for sure.
Our offense really needs to step up and get like a 27-point game average win. And if you look at it, the Chiefs last year, their defense only held their opposing teams to like 22-point average, but their average scoring drives were 27 points a game.
Yeah. No, for sure. They definitely put up more consistent points too. You can't be having like games where we don't show up like that. I know. I understand. Tua was out a lot of games. I understand that. So that's going to mess with your offense. But
that's where our number 2, our number 3, our number 4 guys all really need to step up the game. They need to get out there and play like they are number 1 guys.
No, that's what I have to say. That's what we need for sure. And guys, if you're just joining us, we are trying to be live from Houston. We're having some technical difficulties with Steve out there. He's in and out on his phone connection. But thank you, Adam. Fins up. Yeah, back in the day, we always were decent. Like, when, obviously during the perfect season, Greasy got hurt, or Merle came in and, led us all the way to the playoff. And then Bob Greasy returned in the playoffs and led us to the Super Bowl. But So it wasn't an excuse like, oh, we're done, season over. You can't have that mentality. You have to be able to be out there. And like I said, Skyler did okay. It's just the win-loss record didn't reflect it. He got that one against the Jets. We squeaked it out in the end of the regular season by the skin of our teeth on an ugly game. But then he went up there in Buffalo, and we were in that game till we just got beat. I mean, we got fairly beat, but it was a close game with our third string quarterback. So if we can stay up there and we play better, hopefully Mike White steps up and he's our bona fide number 2 guy. And, I think I would have a little more faith in him than Skyler, but Skyler is mobile. Who do you like better between Mike White and Skyler?
Honestly, right now it's a toss-up. Neither one of them are. If you go by stats and what I've seen, I like Skyler a little better. Mike White's been in the league 4 years. This is his 5th year.
Yeah,
he's only started 5 games. He's only won 1 or 2, I forget. Last year was Skyler's rookie season. I mean, but what I've seen in camp, somewhat of camp, but the preseason game last week, neither one of them.
Neither one.
But I am not ready to give up on them and say, let's get another step back up quarterback. No.
Yeah. No, I agree. You have. I mean, one of those guys is going to be your guy at this point, and it's just. I think it'll be Mike White. Could be Skyler. They both have their goods and their bads, and we'll see. But hopefully, Tua stays healthy the whole season. Is what we really need. So that's our main focus. If we get down to the backup, I'm a little worried. But like you say, there's no excuse this year. If Tua gets hurt, you need someone to step in, and you need to be able to at least be a good football team that can win football games.
And if anything, Tua's got to be able to start at least 14 games, if not at least 15 games. If for some reason he can't start 1 or 2, I'll think about giving him a break. But if he can start at least 15 games, I think we'll be a lock as far as playoffs and probably even the AFC East.
Yeah, no, I know. I agree. And like you, I'm not worried about all these reports and coming out, throwing interceptions and all that. I'm not worried about that. Come regular season, like I said, when we go up against the Chargers out there in California, and he's doing that same stuff, then it's a different story. But up until then, I'm not worried. But he's the least of my concerns other than him staying healthy and being out there. Because with the weapons we have, they can offset any other weakness he may have. McDaniel's smart enough to figure out, okay, that's why we're seeing some of the stuff we're seeing now. And he's figuring out, okay, Tua can do this. Hey, Evan, you're welcome to join us, Evan, if you want to join.
Well, Evan's driving right now, but I would love to see Tua start all 20 games. That means we're in the playoffs. I mean, in the Super Bowl. That'd be great.
Yeah.
I try to be a realist with everything at the same time.
Yeah, no, I agree. And he just doesn't have the history of staying healthy. Let's just hope he does. And he gives it because Evan is in Montreal, so. Bonjour, Mr. Evan, is what Ender says. But Evan, if you're wondering where Steve is, we're having live feed problems from Houston. So we're trying to get Steve back. But in the meantime, Paul has been gracious to join me. Bobby's hopefully joining here in soon again. And we know we'll be up and running. And hopefully Steve can pop back in.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't stay on all day. The wife has already told me there's more than just talk shows that's got to be done around here. So,
believe me, I have one of those wives too. So I know that's why I'm hoping Bobby comes in here and helps out.
But she does agree that I do learn a lot from them and everything, and she can use on my talk show as well and things like that.
No, you put on a great show. I enjoyed watching you guys last night, and you had Pam on there and Dolphin Winters, and you had a lot of good people on your show.
Well, it's open to my show is open to everybody, all the fans. I'm not asking for sports commentators, sports analysts. because I want the fans' point of view, not the sports analyst or sports commentator's point of view.
Right.
You know, and on my show, we all have learned to agree to disagree on things.
Right. Oh no, for sure. Dolphin fans, believe us, we know. I mean, on my network and Fins Talk Sports Network, we know we all like each other, but we all sometimes don't agree for sure. Like, you know, some people think Tua's the guy, some people think Tua's not the guy, and you can have arguments among them over that for the a whole football season. So, you know, but at the end of the day, we all want one thing. We all want the Dolphins to win, and that's the most important thing. The fans, to me, there are some fans out there that almost want the Dolphins to do poorly just to say they were right. You kind of get that feeling like those bug me a little bit, but luckily we outnumber those. But
I know a couple of them, and it just gets to me. You call yourself a fan, but you want us to come in last so we can have the first round draft pick next year. How does that work out?
Yeah, I know. No, that's what I say. So that's no. I mean, on the whole tank, I never wanted the Dolphins to tank when they were the whole tank for 2 a year, and then but I was always people say, why are you rooting for them to win? Because I only got to see so many Dolphin games left in my life. I want to see them win a damn football game. I don't care.
Exactly. It's like, and I say kids because a lot of them are to me.
Yeah.
I've been waiting 20, 25, 30 years to see a Super Bowl, us in a Super Bowl game and stuff. I'm like, that's nice.
Yeah.
I've been waiting 50 plus years or 50 years almost for us to see us win a Super Bowl.
Yeah. No, believe me, I know. I believe me, I know. I'm in the same boat as you are, so I want that.
Yeah, because I was only like 5 and 6 when we won the 72 and 73, and the only thing that got me being a Dolphins fan was my grandfather.
Right.
Because he was in Miami before the Dolphins were even a team.
Yeah. Yeah. Same with my family. They were in Miami before I was before the Dolphins were a team. And I've been in South Florida since I was been born in 1969. I've been here. So, I was really young when the Dolphins won their Super Bowl. So I don't remember at all. I said last night, I remember the losses of the Super Bowl. And, those are the 2 games I remember like they were yesterday, like Riggins running over McNeil and Dolphins just basically not being able to handle the 49ers. They found a way to shut us down for the most part. And it's just, it's stunk. I still can't believe Marino never got back to another Super Bowl, but hey, that's another story for another day.
Yeah, that's a totally different story. I mean, he's one of my greatest players, but he's in the top 5 list. Let's put it that way, of my greatest player. There's only one number 1 for me, and that's Zach Thomas.
Wow, I like that, man. So did you go out to his Hall of Fame thing?
No, I just can't. I can't afford that. That's why I don't go to away games and stuff. I'm on disability, and it doesn't pay anywhere near enough.
So when you come all the way down here for your games, do you stay overnight or do you just drive back right after the game?
No, I right now I have an aunt that lives down there, and I stay with her most of the time. But I do have a couple of friends that have offered me up places. I stay with Paris sometimes.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
And we have stayed in hotels. That's
a big drive. That's a dedicated fan. You come down here all the time. I know Hank, who's on a lot of the shows here on the Fins Talk Sports Network and my network, Dolphins Thursday. He travels from Orlando for every game. So a lot of you guys do come pretty good drive. You're in north of Orlando, right?
I'm kind of north of Orlando, north of Tampa. I'm west of 75, about an hour north of Tampa. And it can take me anywhere from 4.5 to 5.5 hours, depending on traffic.
All right. That's good. Hey, good morning, Francisco. Thank you for joining us. Make sure you give us a thumbs up, pins up. So thank you. And on Facebook over there. So that's awesome that you come down for all the games. What section do you sit in? Are you in the shaded side, I hope?
Yeah, I'm in the 338 ADA seating, which those who don't know what it is, it's American Disability Act. I have only one row in front of me, but they sit further down low. They can stand up and not block my view at all.
Oh, okay. So that's good.
And then I have a good, 5-6 feet behind me before there's another row, and that row is actually in the bar area.
Oh, wow. So, yeah, those are good seats. And you're in the shade, which is the most important part.
Yeah, I'm right on the corner. I'm right on the corner of the southeast end zone.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's cool. Hey, Francisco, we got a guy out there at the practice too that was doing a live feed, but we lost him. His Steve. You may see him out there. But no, that sounds like good seats. I used to have season tickets, and then I had to give them up a few years ago because I had all kinds of crazy stuff happen to me health-wise. And then now that I'm able to, everyone went and got season tickets. There was never a holding when I had season tickets. There was never a holding time for waiting list to get to be a season ticket holder.
Well, that's what's funny is for 3 years, Chris, who was the one who sold me the tickets, he still works for Miami Dolphins, but he's more on the Miami Open side these days working.
Right.
He kept in touch with me for 3 years because I wanted season tickets, but I was going through my surgeries and stuff each year.
Right.
And finally, I said, okay, I'm ready. We started in October, in the middle of the season, when they first start taking the payments on the payment plan.
Right.
And so I got mine the year right before the end of the season when we signed Hill. And people are like, well, you signed because of Hill. No, I got season tickets before Hill signed.
Yeah. No, he's the one that pushed us over the limit. Oh,
well,
great. Bobby says, come on in, Bobby. Armstead hurt coming off field, favoring right leg. That's not good.
It could just be a cramp, though.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, I know you were a fan way before Tyreek Hill, but that's what I think pushed people over the edge, and all of a sudden the season tickets.
But if you want, still call and check, because some of that's a little iffy, because I know someone who just got season tickets this off season.
Oh, wow. I don't know. Well, maybe they were on a waiting list or whatever. So I don't know. Who knows?
No, I mean, if you want, I'd put your name in there at least to get on the waiting list and stuff.
Yeah, I should. Because I already got tickets for 2 of the games this year. I got them for the Denver game, which is the first home game, and then the Panthers one. So that's 2. And then if I get the Giants one, I'm thinking of, they're a little more steep the price because of all the Giant fans that I guess are coming. So on the aftermarket,
it depends on it all depends on the games, really.
Yeah, no, it does, because I got basically the Broncos I got the Panthers day one. They went on sale because I was like, I'm just going to get a team that I feel like we should beat, and it'll be easy. That when I'm in the I'm not going to be upset.
Those are the games we got to watch out for. I
know exactly. No,
the guys really need to.
Yeah.
Good morning, RL.
Yeah. Good morning, RL. As always, RL, always good to see you. He comes in my show and Bobby shows on a regular basis. Give us that thumbs up, fins up, RL, as always. But always good to see him come in.
We need to go back to Shula days where it's one game at a time.
Yeah, no, that's what it should always be. I know it's cliche, and we don't let coach speak that they always say, but that's how it should. It needs to be one game at a time.
And it doesn't. You don't need to be overconfident of anything, because I'm a true believer in any given Sunday. Any given Sunday, the worst team will beat the best team.
Oh no, for sure. Here comes Steve. Hey, Steve, you got any updates?
How's it going?
We're going.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hey guys, how you doing? Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes, Steve. I don't think you can hear us. Yes.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, there's a scrimmage in. I don't know if this is the big scrimmage but they are scrimmaging. Our defense against their offense. So far, so far our defense is really looking good, man. I like what I'm seeing. They're getting a lot of good penetration. Looks like they could have had at least 3-4 sacks. First team is really looking good. The front four are looking really, really good. David Long looks good. He is as advertised.
He's flying around the
So I'm
field.
really impressed with the defense right now.
Yeah. So, did you see anything
They
about
just did an end
Armstead?
around. What's that?
Do you hear anything about Armstead being hurt?
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, it was choppy. So, oh well, I'll ask him. Well,
Yeah, I'm looking at some of the comments and clock blockers and stuff.
yeah, all right. So
That-
hopefully, like I said, I know maybe that's where Bobby saw it and whatever. So hopefully he's okay. And it's just like you said, I almost just wish they didn't have him out there, man. I don't need to see him out there. That's why he's the guy I'm worried about. He just finds a way to get hurt. He's a gamer. He will try to play, but man, that's not good.
I'm looking at some negativity here. I hate negativity.
Yeah. What's the negativity? Is it?
Well, if we lose Armstead, Tua gets hurt, and we go 6-11. It's like,
Well,
oh my God.
Yeah, at least they're not running the team, man. They would quit in a minute if they were running. They would have. All the fans would have quit against the Ravens. There were people tweeting out during the Ravens game like, "Why don't we go spend time out doing whatever? This game's over." I'm like, man, I'm happy they're not players or coaches. They would have given up just because they were down. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's crazy how people just don't realize what is going on. And if they don't know Armstead played hurt most of the time last year.
Oh no, he does. I mean, he's went up. Oh, Steve just walked back in. Hey, Steve. But yeah, Armstead did play hurt a lot last year. Steve, can you hear us? I don't think he hears us. But anyway, yeah, Armstead, I mean, he missed games because of injury, but a lot of the games he played, he was hurt.
Yeah.
He had injury. Steve, can you hear me?
Steve.
Yes.
No. You can hear us?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's not. Oh well.
It just could be the fact of everyone trying to use the network at the same time.
Yeah, no, that's what it probably is. It probably is. Now he's really gone. So he just popped out altogether. So, but yeah, like you were saying, Armstead's played hurt his, even the games he played last year, he played hurt. He has a high tolerance for pain. Unfortunately, he did have to, he did miss some time. He's trying to get back in, but I don't even see his picture. No, now he's gone again. Oh well, that's what happens when you do that. Do you have a green screen? I always wonder, or do you just have that? I like your logo back there.
Yeah, there's a way to do it.
In the StreamYard and stuff.
Yeah, well, you can go to your settings on StreamYard and go to settings and go to virtual background.
Yeah, I've seen it, but yeah, I just never messed with it because I didn't know if you actually needed a green screen.
No, and I didn't learn that except for one of my hosts on my regular show, a young kid, Ethan. I don't know if you've seen Ethan on the show.
Yeah, I think I have. Yeah.
Yeah, he's the one who started using it. I'm like, how the hell do you do that?
Yeah.
he told me so.
Yeah, hey, it works. Hey, Steve. Well, he's having problems. Steve.
Hey, Steve.
Okay, they got the actual scrimmage going on now. Defense just got a sack on Stroud. I mean, they were in there like real quick.
Okay, Steve, did you hear anything about Armstead getting hurt?
I can't hear you. Can you say again?
Armstead getting hurt. Did you see anything?
No, I haven't seen that. I'm over here on the other side, so I didn't know. I don't know what's going on over there on the offensive side right now.
Okay, yeah,
So
because people
Armstead
are
got hurt?
reporting. Yeah, people are reporting that Armstead walked off the field favoring his right leg.
Oh man, that's not good.
Yeah. No. So, but
If I hear anything, I'll let you know. But right now, I haven't heard anything or seen anything.
Yeah, hopefully maybe it's nothing but like cramps or something.
yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. So
Right now,
hopefully
it looks
Bobby
like they
gets
got
more.
this. Looks like
Well,
they got.
hopefully. Oh my goodness! I don't think this is gonna work. I'm gonna get with Bobby here in a minute and see what he wants to do. So,
Okay, I gotta run, brother.
All right, Paul. As always, fins up, and thank you for coming in, man. I appreciate it.
Anytime.
So,
Peace, love, and fins up, brother.
all right, thank you, Paul. Thank you so much. Later. All right, guys. Oh, there. I'm gonna hide. But oh man, hold on, guys. I think I'm gonna close this out unless I can get a hold of Bobby because, like I say, it's not working out as we had planned. And it's just, it is what it is. That's what happens when you go live. Steve was going to try to get there, and it just didn't work. Let me see what Bobby wants me to do and see. Oh, my goodness. I'm going to be, like I said, probably logging off. I'm going to let Steven know. But, guys, thank you so much. We gave it our best. Stu tried to, oh, here he comes one more time. Let's see.
I'm sorry about the internet.
No, it's okay. I'm about to end the show because it doesn't seem to be like, we're having connection problems.
Oh, Stroud just threw a touchdown from about the 15-yard line.
Yeah.
But overall, our defense is playing pretty well. They really are. Here comes the first unit. Now, that was the second unit, I believe.
All right. Hey, show us the field if you can.
I'm really sorry to hear about Armstead getting hurt again.
Yeah. I think I'm going to end the show here pretty soon, Steve, since we have our connection issues today. Just let you enjoy the practice.
I saw Cam Smith was out here. He was in a red jersey, but he participated in drills, but he's not in the scrimmage, of course. But they allowed him to participate in the drills, so that's good. Getting some reps in anyway.
Okay. Hey, Steve, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
All right. I think I'm going to end the show pretty soon since we're having internet connection problems today with you in and out. Because right now it's just me flying solo when you drop out on me because Paul had to leave. So I'm trying to get Bobby.
What we can do, Rob, is after the scrimmage, we can have a recap.
Okay, yeah, we would do a recap.
Yeah, we'll do a recap when I get home.
All right, no, it sounds good. We can do it on my network and Bobby's network. Guys, thank you so much for joining in today.
All right, guys.
We appreciate it. So, but internet connections issues are internet connections issues. So it is what it is. So thank you, Steve. Yeah. All right, man. So thank you, guys. Fins up. Thank you for joining. Make sure you like and subscribe. Sorry we had some glitches along the way, but we will bring you some feedback later, either today or actually maybe Steve can try to get, I think, the bandwagon rolls tonight. So we'll see what we can do there. Anyway, guys, talk to you guys soon. Now I'm all by myself again. You guys rock. Give fins up, which means thumbs up here in the internet world, but we all know there's really a fins up. And if you're new to the channel, tap on that subscribe button and we will love it. And that's about here. So, hey, Francisco, by the way, that is awesome. If you're still listening, that's awesome. Thank you, Ender, or all you guys that checked in. That is super. I love it when guys come in to talk Dolphins football, and ladies than the rare occasion. I love it when you guys come talk Miami Dolphins football because that is what we do here on Dolphins Thursday and the Fins Talk Sports Network. Sorry the live feed didn't come out as we planned, but hey, as Indra says, Dolphins number one, you guys are number one, and I'm going to close out with a big thank you to you guys, and that is it. Fins up, Dolphins number one, go Dolphins.